Hi, beautiful people. How are ya? I hope you're having a great day. Well, we've been sick around here. My husband brought COVID-19 home from work and infected us. Fortunately, our granddaughter hasn't been sick. That's a miracle. I've had congestion, drainage, and fatigue. That's what he's had as well. I really haven't felt quite up to par, but honestly, it hasn't been too bad. No fever, which is great. And this is the first time that my husband and I have gotten COVID-19. So pretty good since it's been 4 years since the beginning of it. So while sick, I've been painting my granddaughter's room. She's been helping, of course. It's her room. And she picked out the colors. This is just the first wall. We're doing one wall at a time. I can't handle more than that, to be honest. I don't think she can either. So that way there's less mess in her room. We'll just move furniture around a little bit at a time. And I'm also working on my laundry room at the same time. I had this paint already, and I didn't even know for sure what color it was until I started painting our wall in there. It's kind of a gray. Cadence called it a gray blue. It'll do. It'll work. Um, I should have the laundry room finished, the painting part of it, in just that little area right there today. My husband has a little bit of work to do on the floor there when he gets home. And then we can push everything back in and I can work on the rest of the room. But that's what we're doing. We've always got something going on. And I feel like I know probably hate hearing it, but my vision issues, I feel like, time is against me. So I want to do as much as I can while I can. But on with the show. NIH Medline Plus Magazine states researchers at NIH's National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health and National Institute of Arthritis and Musculoskeletal and Skin Diseases are investigating how to improve treatment, diagnosis, and pain management for fibromyalgia patients. Love that. NIH stands for the National Institutes of Health. This is the primary federal agency of the U.S. for conducting and supporting medical research. Genetics, complementary health, and chronic pain research studies are in abundance, but I want to know what NIH-supported studies stated, how they're working to improve patients' lives today and for our future. There's some evidence out there that NIH has ties to big pharma motives. I don't know about that, and it's probably a political issue. So I'll let that one be dealt with elsewhere. However, I truly want to know if the NIH is working on chronic pain issues. There are three categories that are important: better tools for diagnosis. Yes, we need that. More non-drug treatments and new pain research. With that, here we go. The The NIH states that fibromyalgia is a chronic disorder that causes pain and tenderness throughout the body, as well as fatigue and trouble sleeping, among other issues. Even though scientists do not fully understand what causes fibromyalgia, we press on. Our increased sensitivity to pain constantly reminds us of what we're living with. Unfortunately, there isn't yet a tool or test that can accurately diagnose fibromyalgia. A laboratory method to help identify fibromyalgia or the risk of developing it would be nice. Studying molecules such as DNA, RNA, and proteins in tissue or fluid samples is called molecular diagnosis. Looking at people's DNA to diagnose disease sounds awesome. The purpose is to differentiate fibromyalgia from other chronic pain conditions. The blood test would detect patterns of molecules unique to fibromyalgia, according to Dr. Leslie Crawford, MD. Dr. Crawford is well known for her research on fibromyalgia. In HCP Live, see the link below, Dr. Crawford stated that fibro is a disease because it's an abnormal condition that impairs bodily function and is associated with specific symptoms or signs, even though the cause is not yet known. In fibromyalgia, a combination of genes are involved, unlike other diseases, so developing a genetic test is complicated. So developing a genetic test is complicated because there are a multiplicity of genes involved. In the meantime, I guess we wait. I've tried to bring you some non-drug treatments for fibromyalgia. You can find those in the treatment video section on my community page. For today, what I'd like to cover is Yang style Tai Chi. This is the most popular style today. Slow, expansive, and soft movements are emphasized. I don't think I've really covered Tai Chi before. There are no explosive jumps or foot stomps. I mean, I like that. In 2018, researchers stated that people with fibromyalgia improved significantly in primary outcomes on the FIQR at 24 weeks compared to aerobic exercise. So if you haven't tried Tai Chi, a gentle exercise known to people with fibromyalgia for many years, perhaps this will help you with pain and fatigue. And we've heard about the benefits of Tai Chi. They found that patients were more likely to stick to Tai Chi than aerobics exercise. Interesting. Yoga for some people is also an option, and also swimming, walking, and biking are great options too. The point is that regular exercise is the best thing we can do for our fibromyalgia pain and fatigue. We've been talking about this for a long time. I'm not seeing really anything new in non-drug treatments. I mean, they're still recommending vitamin D, magnesium, and cognitive behavioral therapy to reduce symptoms. It's no secret that stress can make fibromyalgia worse. We need to discover our stress triggers so we can work to avoid the negative effects on our body. But in addition to this, we've got to get enough sleep, good quality sleep, and learn as much as we can about fibromyalgia so we can be informed and be our own best advocate. We're here to help you too. Do you have lingering questions about your symptoms or an issue that you're having? Maybe someone here has also experienced that. It can lead you to the right path. Feel free to state it in the comment section below. We appreciate you and love you here. Fibromyalgia or nociplastic pain is said to be different from nociceptive and neuropathic pain. Nociceptive pain is associated with tissue damage or injury, like spraining our ankle or burning our finger on fire. Neuropathic pain is shooting, burning, or stabbing pain, like from diabetic neuropathy or sciatica. And nociplastic pain occurs when there isn't evidence of disease or threatened tissue damage. Instead, the pain is widespread and amplified, such as in fibromyalgia. That's where they've labeled us now. How do you feel about that? I wax and wane. I mean, I get it, I guess. I just wax and wane. The problem for me is that fibromyalgia can also display neuropathic pain symptoms like shooting pain in my legs or sudden stabbing pain that occurs that comes from nowhere. Do you experience that? Also, more than half of people with fibromyalgia have been diagnosed with small fiber neuropathy. And then, in addition to that, some researchers are finding abnormal numbers of chemokines and cytokines that could signal an inflammatory disease. These researchers believe that a complex interaction of inflammatory and immune factors are involved in the pathology of fibromyalgia. So I'm not sure it's as simple as what nociplastic pain states. The interaction between peripheral tissues and the central nervous system shouldn't be ignored. There's so much more work to be done. We're only on the precipice, unfortunately. So again, we wait. I hope this wasn't confusing, and I hope you learned something. That's always my end goal. I send you gentle hugs and support. Love you. Are investigating. Also, more than half of people with fibromyalgia, that's